Hey, room 14. Sorry, I'm a little close to the camera. We're going to be drawing. This is the easy version of the bunny. So I'm posting two videos of bunnies. This one is a more simple version that's a little bit more cartoon-like. And then the other video that you can watch is a more realistic looking bunny, and it's just a little bit more difficult. So for our easy bunny, we're going to start with some basic shapes. So what I want you to do for the head is you can draw, it's pretty much a circle, but it's maybe a little bit, it's an irregular circle. So it's kind of like an oval, kind of a circle in between there. So I'll darken it up for you so you can see, but I want you to draw it kind of lightly the first time so that you can erase different parts later on. And then, so we have our basic shape of the head, and now we're going to draw our ears. So we're going to come up here and draw one there, and then one on the other side. Try and make them the same length. It doesn't have to be perfect. One of them might be a little bit longer or floppy. But yeah, try and get them similar. And then you can go ahead and pencil in kind of like a second part to the ear inside. And we'll do some shading on that later, and I'll talk about that when we do that. But okay, so now we have our head and our two ears. Now we want to start on the body. So I want you to do this kind of lightly so that you can erase later on. But you're going to draw kind of like an oval below the head. And actually, I kind of made mine a little bit too small. So I'm going to erase that. And it's okay to erase because sometimes you don't like the marks you made. So I'm going to redo it a little bit bigger. See there? So make sure that the top part is attached to the head. And then once you have this oval on this side, you're going to make two kind of furry looking pieces coming off the body. And then you're going to actually erase the circle in there, or the oval, sorry, that you had made, that line. So you want it to look kind of furry at the front there. And then you can make sure that you've erased any part of the circle that you don't want there, or the oval. Okay, so now we have our head, our ears, and our body. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the hind leg. And it's called a hind leg. That means it's the back, one of the back legs of the bunny. So we're going to make the leg, and it's a nice little half circle there. And then you're going to come around here and make the foot. So you can just kind of sketch that in, and you can erase part of the line from your original oval so it looks like the foot is connected to the body, not just a separate thing. So we have one of our legs, and now you're not going to be able to see the leg that's on the other side, on the back leg, because the way the bunny is facing, but you are going to see part of the front leg from the other side. So you're going to draw a little half circle, and then right next to it you're going to draw another foot with a little leg coming in there. So you're going to see 3 feet on the rabbit because the other one's on the other side. And then you can't forget to do the little marks here for like their little toes on their paws. So you can draw some little lines there. And then for this foot, the bigger one at the front, you're going to erase the oval line that was there so that it looks connected. And then you're going to leave this line though for where the first little foot is because it's on the other side of the body, so you need to keep the body there. And then I like to save the tail for last because I think it's the most fun. So let's do our face next. So you're going to start with the eyes. You're going to do two kind of big sized circles. You can make them however big you want or however small you want. I think that the bigger the eyes, the more personality your bunny has. So you can draw two additional circles, two more circles in those eyes for the pupil. So you can draw them right near the top there, connecting to the top line. And then where you did not draw those little circles, you're going to color in or shade in the main part of the eye. So the only part you're not coloring in for the eye is just those little two circles at the top. All the rest of it you want to shade it in nice and dark, give your bunny some character. Okay, so we have two eyes now. The next part we're going to do is the nose. So the nose is kind of like a rounded triangle shape, going like that. And then coming down from the nose, you're going to do two little loops kind of. So it's a straight line and then two little swoops up or loops up. And then this bunny is going to have some cute little front teeth. So we're just going to do two little teeth. So they're two rectangles coming down from the little swoops. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put three little circles, or dots rather, on each side of the bunny's mouth. And those are going to be where the whiskers come out. So I did 3 on each side. You could do 4 on each side, 2 on each side, however many you want to do. But you're going to do the whiskers that are like little rainbow shapes, but a little less arched, but kind of arched like a rainbow on either side. So now we have our face, and now we're ready to do our tail. So we're gonna do a little poofy tail, and actually it's kind of a big tail. I like to make nice big poofy tails on my bunnies. So you can do a couple little, it's like a cloud kind of. And now that we have the majority of our bunny done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and kind of erase part of the head that connects to the body so it looks like the head is not separate from the body, but is kind of connected with the neck. And you don't have to do that, but you can. And then the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put my pencil sideways, if you can see this on the paper, and I'm going to start shading in just gently over the bunny's ear, and do this on this other side as well. And that's on the inner part of the ear. And then to make it look really good, you can take your finger and kind of move that around what you just put with your pencil, and it kind of smudges and it looks really nice. Kind of gives the bunny some texture and dimension. Looks a little more real. And then we can also do that with the nose if you want to start on one side of the nose and add some pencil in there, and then very gently just rub it across to the other side with your finger, and that gives your nose a little bit of shading. And then if you like the look of these smooth lines, then you can leave it and your bunny is pretty much done, except for let's actually erase a little bit more of the body where it connects to the tail. So his tail looks connected. But So yeah, you can leave the lines like this, or sometimes what I like to do is I like to add some furry texture. So I want to try and make sure it's going kind of all the same direction so it doesn't look crazy. But you can kind of just draw little triangles in a line. What I mean by that is, if you can see, you do like this, or you can do some lines like this up at the top, maybe show his hair up there. And then yeah, you might want to do that on the ears too, maybe on just a couple sides of the ears. But you can kind of just add texture wherever you want, and that's going to make your bunny look furry and fluffy. And you can even shade in the tail. Use your finger and do that. So there is your bunny, and if you would like to do some grass in your picture, you could just draw in some nice big grass. And what I did in my other drawing that you could do in this one too is you can kind of draw like a hillside in the back here, and then connecting to that put the tree. Draw some like roots of the tree going down, and then maybe some more hill on that side, and you can follow the hill over past the other side of the head, and then you can just draw in the leaves of the tree and the branches and just make it look really nice and full. Doesn't have to be great. You could add some apples if you wanted to. It's kind of a little bit sloppy, but it's a sketch, so it's okay if it's a little bit sloppy. And then you could add in some more patches of grass over here, some different sized patches. And that's pretty much your drawing. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write Happy Easter. It's a little play on words because, you know, bunnies hop. So I'm going to write Happy Easter. And if you can't see those words that I'm writing, it's spelled H-O-P-P-Y, capital E, because it's a holiday and we capitalize that. So it's E-A-S-T-E-R. And if you want, I did this on my other video too, you can draw in little designs on the O in Hoppy to make it kind of look like a little Easter egg, if you want to do that, because I think it's a little cute. So thank you for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed making this bunny because I had so much fun drawing it for you, and I really want to see what you were able to create. So I'm going to set up either a Google Classroom or a Flipgrid. I haven't decided yet, so stay tuned for more information on that. But I'm going to set up something where we can share photos of our drawings, and then we can talk about maybe what we like about ours, what we found challenging while we were making it, because I know sketching can sometimes be frustrating if you're not used to practicing drawing. So this video was a little more simple than the other one that I'm posting, so I hope that you found it enjoyable and it was easy enough. But yeah, we will definitely be able to share our drawings in some way using our distance learning online stuff that we have going on. So look forward to seeing you next time on Zoom, but until then, goodbye!